everybody, welcome back to James Plays Outer Wilds, Echoes of the Eye. It's been a minute, hasn't it? I needed to focus on some other things, and so I took a little hiatus from this game, but we're back. Before we head on out and start flying around, though, I'm going to open up the ship log, and we're going to talk about a couple of things for a couple of minutes here. Past few videos for this game have had some stuttering in it, and I'm really sorry about that. The way the situation has been is when I'm playing the game, everything looks fine, but when I look at the recording, that's when I see the stuttering. And I thought I had gotten it dealt with, and it turned out I didn't have it dealt with. Now, I hope and pray that it is actually addressed. It seems like it's something to do with the water effects over at the Stranger there. So I turned some video effects down in my settings, and hopefully that will finally address it. I have done so many test recordings where I go in and I'm just running around the area, and I've been going over the stuff and making sure that the playback is nice and smooth. We'll find out for sure what happens once I'm done recording this. Now, the other thing is Michael comes to me, and I'm paraphrasing here, but he says that I came to a realization in my base playthrough that instead of going, jumping around from place to place constantly, that I should focus on one planet and just really explore, and that would help me out a lot in really understanding the locations and layouts, and help me with the exploration and the solving of the puzzles and putting things together and whatnot. And now with the DLC, I've gone back to jumping around from place to place, which I didn't really think about that way. I've been viewing the Stranger as one place, and I've been exploring all the areas within that place. But the Stranger is kind of big, and I really should be looking at these different sections as almost like planets in themselves, and focusing on my explorations of those areas before going to other areas. And so we've opened up our access to what I'm calling the Dream World, and it's been a little while since I last played this, and I kind of need to get my bearings again and refresh my memory, so I think now is the perfect time for me to just go back over the things that I have done and refresh my memory on those things, and see what things I might have missed, what things I should be piecing together. So we will cut this all up as we kind of take our trip down memory lane, as it were. So the first thing I'm going to do is we're flying off to the Stranger, and we're going to just try to examine the Stranger itself, the outside of it, as opposed to going in right away. I'd seen some diagrams, some computers inside the Stranger that seemed to indicate certain operations that the Stranger performs or should be performing, and I want to see if there's anything on the outside that would correlate with those. So here we are. We're now within the vicinity of the Stranger. I'm gonna fly in just a little bit here. And it's really hard to tell from this point of view, but I think one side or the other has the... I don't even know what I would call it. It's almost like fan blades, except not, or like a windmill, but not. And as time goes on, they open up and it's like these green fins or sails or something. And I think that's on that side. And now we're looking at this other side here. And this actually... I think this is where we first came in. That landing spot in there, I think, is where we first entered in from at the start of all of this, because I would have approached the stranger from a different angle than I have been in my repeat trips. So this seems to make sense there. And we're going a little fast. A little fast. And we're bumping into things there. So that is... yeah, this is definitely the stranger, everybody. We actually did have something that we did on the outside, which got us into an area faster. So it's not completely ridiculous for me to think that maybe there might be other things to explore here. But as you can see, it's not the easiest thing to navigate around. It's very dark, and there's lots of little things to bump into. And now I am doing this. So, our fuel tank is damaged, our upper hull is damaged, the starboard hull is damaged, and the starboard thruster bank is damaged. All from just that one little bump. So there's that. I think we will meditate and start our journey again and take a look at our ship log and see what kind of things we've done and what kind of things we could do as we approach the first section inside the stranger. Entering the stranger proper by docking, and this is the river lowlands. This is the first stop here, closest to the reservoir, start of everything, and we're gonna just kind of go back through and explore things as well as we can. Over here, I believe this is where I get hurt. No, it's the first little place that we came in from. I'm gonna double check that. Yes, confirmed. So I don't think there's anything else in here except to drop this down, which I'm gonna do if I can, just for the heck of it. And there's nothing underneath here except just water. So we will just peek around. Reservoir. All good. For now. Won't be for long. And I don't think I see anything else. No little caves or secrets there, just a little archway. That's where we came in this time. So I'm trying to be thorough, trying to go in a sweeping motion here. And I can't make it up that jump. That's fine, we can look under here. We do have something resembling a hole, but nothing that we can do with that. So this is our first slide viewing room. And we do not have any slides. Come up there, and we get a slide, and we get another slide. And I will take a look at these. And just make sure that we have looked at them. Okay, there was nothing new in the 2 slides that I reviewed there. And then I died trying to get back into this building with the ghost matter. Let's hopefully not die this time. I might actually need to wait until it's... No, we're good. I was going to say we might actually need to wait until it's submerged, but no. So we can grab this artifact from in here. And there doesn't appear to be anything else of note inside. This is just where we go to get an artifact. And over around there is a door. So we're done. Now we just need to navigate around the ghost matter to our next destination, which I'm not sure where we're gonna go. I think we want to kind of head up onto this ridge. Yes, okay. Doing good so far. This is where we get our lanterns from, so I'll leave this here for now. And we would take these out of here. This opens up, and this should be one of the sleep rooms. Yes. So we bring our artifact here, we doze off, and we go to the dream world. So far, everything seems clear, making sense to me. Stuff I've already done. What's next? Head on over to this little building. There's a broken lantern. And that appears to be it. Okay. Seems like that doesn't really serve much purpose. But that seems like a dangerous thing to say when it comes to this game, because everything serves a purpose. Little docking station for the rafts. And yeah. Okay. I don't think there's anything else going on here. Some cables in the water. So I'm just gonna wander around this area and just explore a little bit more before we move on to the next section of the Stranger. something happens, you will know about it. I decided I wanted to wait until this area flooded so I could see if anything of significance would change. And while I waited, I did head back outside to look at these things that open up. The green fins is just what I'm going to call them. And I didn't see anything outside there that would mean anything to me. Any second now, this should be breaking once it gets down far enough. This will also be a very good test of if the video is going to be alright. While we have the opportunity, I'm just checking out these high areas here. There we go. That floods. This takes a beating. Here comes a raft. Alright. So let's check in here and see what we got. Doesn't look like there's going to be anything different. So I still didn't see anything that I hadn't already seen before. Meditated. We're starting over on a new day. I'm going to say that the outside of the Stranger and the River Lowlands have been completed. The next place that we're going to be checking out is the Cinder Isles. Hop on into a raft here, and this whole area here should be the Cinder Isles. We'll see what there is to see. I actually think instead of taking this all the way through the rapids, I'm going to hop off here and get nowhere, apparently. There we go. Let's just see if there's anything in these earlier spots to explore before we get into the Isles proper. Don't necessarily think there is. I think it's just a way to travel on foot between sections here. But we're trying to be thorough. I'm just seeing a whole lot of nothing on these higher ridges there. So we will check out the buildings. Here's the old, burned out, what I'm calling a temple. Where they rejected the eye. And is there anything else that connects further on? This should be end of the road for the Isles itself. And then we have a couple of paths that split up beyond that. So now we're going to work a little bit backwards. We're just kind of following the bridges. Okay, and we'll go up one more level. So nothing to this building. This is just kind of connecting to the other buildings. This is the tower. And it's this one. This goes down to sleeping spot number 2. And this should also be end of the road when it comes to exploring further. So I'm going to go down over here into a cave. This cave lets me get to the top of the tower. Here we do have a slide. So I'll take this with me to the slide room. And we have these lights. I do remember this. One of the slides, quite possibly this one, or quite possibly some other way that I got information, showed these lights being turned off, which allowed you to go through here. I believe, could be wrong, but I believe that there's a connection between this world and what I'm calling the dream world, where in that world you were able to interact with things and it affects this world. And I think that's how we turn those lights off. So we'll take our slide reel and we will head further up. And we have this. And it's got power conduits that are connecting between a few different things here. This is the tower. It's not... Yes, this is the tower that we are currently on. This is... I can't remember, but it's obviously further down in this direction. Then we have... This is the submerged, like, vault tomb thing. And this is... the viewing room, projection room, I think. They all have connections, but I don't really understand for what kind of interactions there actually are between these different areas. Wait, would this have been the viewing... Or would this have been the sleep chambers? One of the two. Because the sleep chambers had cables in the water underneath it. But like I said, I've not seen anything that I could interact with when it comes to those things. So it's all strange to me. We will jump down and find out where to put this reel. Might need to come back for a lantern, actually. Let me put this down and get a lantern. So I viewed all 3 slides that were in this thing, and I got nothing new. It's all stuff that I definitely saw before. So I really just don't know if there's stuff that I've missed or not. We're coming up on the flood. This breaks a lot of things. Makes some places just completely... I don't know if there's gonna really be anything to see in a place like this after it's been just totally destroyed. I don't even think I can fit through this doorway. Oh, I can. This building, which we didn't get to re-explore before the flood, it just shows us the hidden area, the cave, for that tower. So let's get out of here. Decided to check out the tower a little bit more when it's in its tilted state here. And still don't see anything. So now I'm gonna wait here, because I think the tower will eventually submerge. I think my brain kind of remembers it doing that. And either it will, and something will happen with these lights, because maybe it's not the dream world, maybe it's just getting everything nice and wet that will be the solution to this. Or, you know, we just start over and head to the next area. Okay, we are falling. We got hurt. We got water. So not only does the water not reach up to this point to affect these lights, it doesn't affect the lights, period. So now we have ruled this out as something to do. Got the end of the world music. Let's just go ahead and just new loop. And time to check out the next area. As I noted, the path splits into at least 3 different directions past the Cinder Isles. So let's just review. Cinder Isles, the Slide Burning Room. Room full of burned slide reels piled next to a strange device. Slide reel shows the strangers yeah. There's more to explore here, though. Okay, so I missed something still. Technically, possibly. It might have something to do with this. Well, not this particularly, but the room with the lights. It might be related to that. And then the hidden vault seals, that should be... Yeah, this is... okay. I will go back to find the slide burning room, because I obviously did not explore that. But then the next place for us to check out see. Possibly this is accessed from the Hidden Gorge. So the Hidden Gorge would be where we go next. So I will mark that on the map. Or on the HUD. And yeah, we will... well, no, we'll mark this. Because, I mean, we know where we're going there. I want to make sure I find that slide burning room. But we'll see if something's there. If there is, you'll know. And if there isn't, we will be re-exploring the Hidden Gorge. I can certainly see how I overlooked this in my revisit. I've been here before, and I still had trouble finding it. Even marked with the HUD and everything. It's very out of the way. Go ahead and take this and see what there is to do with anything. The lantern does not fit, but something does. This is either where they make the slides or where they destroy the slides. Question is... oh. 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 I have trapped myself. How did I manage this? Okay, okay. So let's take this. And watch it. It was saved for a reason. I just have to somehow get over there. Boy, they do not make that an easy journey to take, so this better be worth it. Okay, there's the guys using their magic. I think that's the vault. Maybe? I don't know. Because there was 3 different people that were putting seals on that vault. This looks like the Dream World. Getting on a raft. Getting over. There's a guy. Gave him a panel. Taking the panel down. into place. Okay. I don't necessarily know what to make of that, except there's an object in a place in the dream world. And we were kind of holding off on re-exploring that until we did more here. Now what we're gonna try and do is, I've got a slide. We're gonna try and head back over here to the slide burning room and see if we can use this on that device. Because we've ruled out lanterns. We have not ruled out slides in the slide burning room. Well, it fits. So there's that. Okay. Now, the next section is the Hidden Gorge. As the name suggests, it's not exactly easy to get to, but certainly easier to find compared to the slide burning room. You just need to take the rightmost path here twice. Here we go. Not too bad. And we've got a few places to re-explore here. Over here's the elevator, but we'll check out the lower level of this first. And that's it. So now, yeah, elevator time. Go this way, and we will start at the top and work our way down. Just find the one with the planet. There we are. And this should be the final sleep chamber. That has been addressed. Okay, we viewed 2 slide reels and came up empty on anything new there. So now we want to start checking out these lower levels. I went through the area with the ghost matter and came back to this ruined temple where we do have one of these puzzles where we have to find the code to input here, and we do not know what that code is. Still have yet to find where that would be. So I think I've rechecked every building in this area. The flood came and it did break a couple of things, but with everything being as high as it is, I think that just kind of makes it a little harder to navigate around the area. So I would check this place off too. And can I actually get this out of here? Nope. Nope, it really did not like me doing any of the things that I tried to do there. Huh. So I think the last thing to do is the reservoir. Pre-breakage. So here we are at the reservoir. I used the elevator this time to get here, but there are some things around the back end that we will want to look at. But I think we'll be okay to wait until the reservoir breaks to do a lot of that. I hope, actually I'm changing my mind. Yeah, so let's look inside the reservoir itself first. And just try to be quick about things. Here's one of those diagrams that I was talking about, and it's showing things. There's the fins opening up on the outside of the stranger, and it's getting some power. Maybe they're like solar panels, and they are pulling in energy from the sun, and then it's transmitting to question mark. So what happens when it gets full? Do not know. We will try to come back here during a later stage of the sun explosione, if you will. Pardon my German. Head on out into the water and get on this raft and bring it to one side and then bring it to the other. So, let me turn my flashlight off. That'll make actually getting on it a little bit easier because it won't be moving away from me. Head over here. And I think this was another projection theater. This is where we opened the thingy. I'm gonna just peek in here first. Oh, that's right. This is the puzzle on how to do this thing, which is good. I could always use a little refresher on that instead of trying to find my old note. there we go. Peek back in here. I can refuel. I do love using my fuel. I love rocket jumping. There's the other diagram. And it's saying, hey, something's not working. This is the stranger, that's the panels on that side, and then this is where it would be transmitting, question mark. But something's not working right. What isn't working right? Something on the... Is it on the outside? I tried looking, and I couldn't see anything. It looks tower-ish. But something's broken. Maybe I can fix it, but I just don't know how or where or when or why. It's all just a big mystery, this game. Everything's a mystery. Why does the game have to be a mystery? Why can't it just be? Might as well just grab this lantern and put it in. So this section was destroyed, and I went into the water, and I found, eventually, some slides. Is it just the one slide, or is there another one to come back for? See nothing here. And that just looks like our way in and out from the bottom. So we will check this slide again, even though I'm positive that we've looked at this one. That shows the construction of the vault and submerging it in the water. So I think that's everything to do on this side. Let's go ahead and raft on over to the other side. I kind of just realized something. I'll point it out once we get to this other station. Okay, this is what I was seeing in that diagram. So, one of these things, it's not working, And it needs to be... maybe I need to find it and operate it? Don't think this is anything over there. Pretty sure I spent way too long determining that in the past. I hope I haven't been too scatterbrained. A lot of this stuff I do remember. And then there's just some things that I just completely forgot about, like the slide burning room. And it's not that I shouldn't say I completely forgot about it, but I just did not remember that's where it was located. I thought it was in another section and I would just come across it. Okay, that's breaking. Things are going to flood, so it's a good thing I got in here because water will lower. Certainly did that fast. Anyway. So, might as well just pick this up and put this here. And this is showing how to get inside the vault. This appears to be a big chain that would maybe be related to lowering the vault. Really don't know. It seems like it's not in the right position for that. But who knows? I don't think there's something to do with that. And now it's just a matter of checking out the vault again. No longer submerged, but we can still get in how we would have otherwise. With great difficulty. And we've got a fire here. We can doze off. And I believe we did. I think we've dozed off at all of the locations that we could. Maybe I'm misremembering. Maybe I did not do that. But I think I have gone back over everything that there is to go back over. And I found one thing that I missed before. But it doesn't necessarily help me right at this moment. It's related to navigating through the dream world. Which we were holding off on until we die, I guess. No, I just was taking that step back and making sure that there was nothing that I missed that would be needed for doing some other stuff before going back to the dream world. And at this point, I mean, I do still have a couple questions. There's that one combination lock. There's the mechanism in the slide burning room, which may or may not actually serve a purpose. There's the one artifact that does not work for going to sleep. Like, I get a prototype, but you can still find it. And there's the thing that's not operating properly. Switch. And I don't know where that is. Maybe it's behind the combination lock. But I think I've gone back through methodically here, divided each section up, and examined and re-explored. And if there's anything else that I am missing in this part of the Stranger, or on the outside of the Stranger, I don't know. Maybe I will give Michael a nudge again, and maybe he can nudge me back in the right direction. But I think for now, memories refreshed, gone back over everything, we've made our connections between everything, found one new thing. Next time, we will do the same thing, but with the dream world. And there, I haven't been as thorough with everything. I just kind of did a cursory glance through. Excuse me one second. Let me just... Oh, I'm not close enough to the wires to drown. Alright. Oh, there we go. Okay, good. Thank goodness. But we'll call it there. Next time, we will just try to do a more thorough exploration of the dream world. And we'll go area by area, look around, and see what things there are yet to uncover. Refresh my memory on the things I've already uncovered. And yeah, I hope you don't mind that this is just an episode that kind of just goes back over some things and fixes those connections in my brain. But I was advised that maybe I wasn't exploring in the way that I should be. So I decided that's what I'd dedicate an episode to. And we did find something. We did find one new thing, so I guess it mattered. Next time, hopefully, we will get more traditional progress in where I will find more discoveries. So I love ya. Mwah. Bye-bye.